What I'm about to say right now is very no filter and controversial. I will have some people upset with me for this video, but hey, if you feel upset from what I'm about to say, you can just not watch it and just move on. But anyway, I'm going to go straight into the topic of what I want to talk about today. And one thing I must say, and what I really admire about black women, is that besides all odds, besides slavery, besides oppression even after slavery, and all the other bullshit that society hands us, there are many black women out there that are still winning at life and just killing it. And that is one thing I can pretty much really admire about black women and being a black woman myself. But there is something I noticed, and this is just from me being from a different country, born and raised from a different country, and came over here. I mean, where I grew up, I wasn't raised among white folks. But I came to the US, and of course, there's abundant. This country is mostly populated by white folks. So I definitely had to really study these people to see exactly what I'm getting myself into. And don't get me wrong, when I first came over to the United States, I noticed this is one of the most racist countries I've ever been in. Oh my goodness. But also this is a country of wealth and opportunity, so that's why it attracts a lot of people. My dad brought me over here. It was either between here or England, and I chose the United States to be here with my dad. But anyway, I'm not trying to get off topic. What I'm trying to say is that I've had like many white men trying to approach me to try to talk to me. And what attracted them to me is mainly because I'm from a different culture. I sung different, I act different, so they're a bit curious. And don't get me wrong, in the past, I make no regrets of anything that I've done in the past or any mistakes I have done. The best thing about mistakes is learning from them and moving on. And I have nothing against black women having options and dating non-black men. I feel that women of a whole, especially black women, what I'm trying to address in this video, should have the options to date whoever they please in society without repercussions from anyone, as long as they feel a spiritual connection with that person or physically or intellectually attracted to the person. Why not go for it? But what I do not understand is why there is a movement have to be created to emphasize interracial dating. And this is speaking from experiences, from what I've had and what I've noticed. I observe things really well, and I read people really well, and which actually make me a very good business person for being in business for years, self-employed right now. But I noticed that majority of non-black men, especially white men, have a fetish for black women. And as a black woman, you have to be able to recognize this fetish. And many don't recognize this fetish and try to confuse it as a compliment. And what do I notice is that I see this all over line, especially that page Beyond Black and White, Christelyn Karazin. I have nothing against you. You're a beautiful black woman. I have nothing against you. But I feel that promoting interracial dating is like there shouldn't be a movement created for it. Why not black women shouldn't be able to decide whoever they want to date without having a movement attached to it? Because what I notice is that many are just attached to the movement and not really attached to whoever they're getting with this movement. And from what I notice is that whenever non-black men, especially white men, usually date a black woman, is usually the best of our kind. The most beautiful one, the most educated one, or successful one, they come for the best of our kind. But what I notice when most black women decide to go date a white guy is usually the bottom of the barrel scraper one. They usually go for the ones that even white women would date. And I feel that we're getting dealt a short end of the stick right now. But when it comes to interracial dating, if anyone that is educated or knows something about statistics and research, they should know that when it comes to interracial dating, it's black men that's actually winning. Black men, that's the one that's 3 times in more interracial relationships than black women. we're at the short end of the stick when it comes to dating period, or when it comes to interracial dating. So I feel that maybe this is why the movement is trying to promote, but at the same time, you don't need a movement, because look at black men. Black men are 3 times more likely, not 3 times more, like 3 times in more interracial relationships than black women. But have you noticed that they don't have a movement attached to it? I mean, there are some black men that are on YouTube saying that they like black women and all of that, but at the same time, they don't have a movement promoting interracial dating. And they're the one that's actually winning compared to black women when it comes to interracial dating. They're the one that's actually winning. And I noticed too that they do not have to water down themselves or change themselves in order to accommodate a white woman or a non-black woman. They don't even have to change their religious beliefs too. And I noticed that whenever a black woman dates a white guy, and this is just from what I've noticed, this doesn't apply to everyone or not every interracial relationship out there. The black woman feels that she needs to tone herself down, or she needs to not be so aggressive. And like, if just being aggressive is like just a black woman thing alone. And she just feels that she needs to speak in a nasal valley girl voice, or what you call it, sung like a white girl. And also, it seems like what do you call it? And this is what I've noticed. It says, oh, leave the black girl attitude at home. Or not to be so intimidated, or sometimes even change our religious beliefs. Look at Janet Jackson and married a Muslim man. I mean, he's Arab, he's not considered white, but he's a non-black, and she had to pretty much convert to be a Muslim. But they don't realize that, hey, you don't need to water down yourself down for anyone. You don't need to change your belief systems to accommodate everyone. I've noticed that many other ethnicities of women, they don't have to go through the same thing in order to accommodate another ethnicity. Majority of them don't have to go through what a lot of black women have to go through whenever they go date a non-black man. I do notice too, it's like, why are you always getting the bottom of the barrel type of looking white guy? Some of these white guys look like they're shaped like bounce houses. They also look like they're pretty much like, you know, like they got a lawn chair in front of them and look like a damn jump down couch. I've had some white guys come up and talk to me like, look at me. I'm very fit. And I'm in shape. And I've had some white guys trying to come up to me like they look like some damn rolling refrigerators. Like they got some Saturn rings around their damn neck. And they're trying to come up and be like, hey, you know, trying to talk. It's like, you must be out of your damn mind. I will run your ass up the damn street if you come up and talk to me. Like, if you feel entitled to talk to me. And then when they get rejected, they go on a racist rant, or they want to get butt hurt. I'd even tried this myself. I'd made a dating profile online just to test this. And in my dating profile, I put, no white men, please. I'm not attracted to you. And do you know who are the ones that message me because they cannot handle rejection? Most of them cannot handle rejection. It was mostly white men. They message me, ask me why I'm not into them and all of this. They just think because you're a black woman and they're white, you must just settle for them. And if they give up, it's a compliment. Oh, it makes us feel good. Let me tell you something, black woman. If you need a white guy or any guy, as a matter of fact, to say something nice to you to boost your ego or self-esteem, you got some issues. If any white guy saying all these nice things to you and everything, yes, that's nice. But at the same time, if you feel like, oh my God, thank you, that make my day, you got some serious self-esteem issues. But coming back to what I'm trying to say is that whenever I see them, it's like always a beautiful black woman and all these average looking. I was like, at least if you're gonna go date outside of your race or date a non-black man or a white guy, go for the top tier, or at least go for the best looking one don't be unequally yoked. Don't go for the one that's not within your standards. Especially if you're a beautiful black woman, educated, you're successful. Don't go for the bottom of barrel white guy that looks like he got them Saturn rings around his neck, or like a rolling refrigerator, or also look like he belongs in a damn wax museum. Black woman, have some damn dignity and self-respect. I love you guys, and I'm giving to you this no filter, because I've made some mistakes I made in my past when it comes to dating. So that's when I'm able to recognize these damn fetishes. I've even had some white guys pretty much tell me, oh, you're a beautiful black woman. Oh my goodness, that is the most backhanded insult ever. Do they ever go to a white woman or like an Asian woman? Oh, you're a beautiful Asian woman. oh, you a beautiful white woman. You never hear them say that bullshit concerning their own damn woman. That's the only thing they bring to black women. They expect us to take that as a bloody compliment. That is not a compliment. You should be able to realize when you're being fetishized. If they could only talk about your physical features, and if they could only describe, oh, I like you have a nice ass, you got nice lips. I've had some white guys tell me that they like that I'm from a different culture. Like they're trying to make it seem that I'm better than other black women over here. No, I am not better than other black women over here. I am just the same. At the end, I'm just the same black woman. I mean, I might have a different culture, but that doesn't make me better than other black women over here. I am a black woman. I don't go be around and be like, tell a white guy, oh, you're a beautiful, handsome white guy. No, that is an insult. And I've had also a lot of white guys, they like to pretty much ask if you're into white guys, would you date one? Have you ever been with them? That is the most biggest bullshit insult ever for any of them to ask you. First of all, I know there's some black women that do it too, and any black woman that asks a white guy that if they're into black women, ever dated one or been with her, that is the most ignorant or stupid question to ever ask anyone, if they've ever. What does it matter? Usually if anyone asks that, that means they're very insecure that the person is going to reject them. So what if you get rejected? Move on. There's billions of men on this earth. And anytime any white guys pretty much have come to me, especially in the South here, it's like the most bottom of the barrel one looking ones here. They come up and there seems to be a little bit more racist here. I've had some of them ask me, oh, are you into white guys? Have you ever dated one or been with? What does it matter? I'm sure they don't go to white women. Oh, have you ever been with a white guy or Asian guy? No, they only come to us with that bullshit and think they could get away from that. Not with me. They got their ass run up the street so damn fast, like there's no damn tomorrow. But I know I'm going off on a rant here, but black woman, I want you to realize you're beautiful, you're strong, and you've persevered so much. You deserve better. I know society tend to put us down, and there's even some black men on YouTube talking down on black women or trying to say all this bullshit of us, but yet there's still some black women out there winning. Date whoever you want to date, but at the same time realize when you're being fetishized. And which brings me to the next person. There's this guy on YouTube called Koen Nanik. He's like this guy with one big of a nose to crack some seed with pasty white as like he was rolling some damn flour or something. I mean, he's not an ugly guy, but he's just this average looking white guy. It's just that big of a nose. I was like, oh my God, this guy, he looked like he went to go crack some damn eggs with the shit. But I'm telling you, so he talks about his videos is all about empowering black women and white guys this and that. But at the same time, I feel that he's only doing it for views. For the fact is that if it's one thing, if he was married to a black woman or actually in a current relationship with one, I could see why he talks about it. I mean, that's nice. He's trying to empower us. But you should have seen some black women in his comments. Oh, you're going to make some beautiful mixed kids. Like if mixed kids are the only one that are beautiful. No, that is the most embarrassing thing. This swirling movement is embarrassing. Because if you look at the statistics, black... Got to cough a little bit. Got a dry throat. If you look at the statistics, black women are in less interracial relationships that are actually committed and married than black men when it comes to interracial relationships. So the swirling movement is kind of pointless and embarrassing. Why do you need a movement to pretty much show that you want to date outside your race? So this guy, I mean, as if anyone is watching this video, can anyone give me some sort of solid proof that this guy is actually with a black queen, that he's actually in a relationship with one, like a committed relationship, not hookups? Because many of that happen all day. Like, because there's some white men out there that seems to have a plantation fetish and they just hook up with black women and don't take them home to meet their parents or family or anything. So that's why there isn't much committed relationships or marriages. Because a lot of white men, not all of them, a lot of them care about status and everything in society. And having a black woman on their arm, majority feel that, okay, it's an insult or something, or kind of feel that their own race is going to reject them or something. But if anyone could show me some evidence that this guy is actually with a black woman, if he's with a black queen, all right. If he's in a committed relationship with one or married to one, that's fine. Because I noticed that he makes all these videos, and especially I found one video that he made, how black women can be less intimidating so that they could get approached by a white guy. I was like, what kind of fucking bullshit is this? And you should have seen some black women in the comments. Oh my God. Oh, black women are so sensual. This guy sounds like he has a damn plantation fetish. And these bros do not see that. They take it as a compliment that he fetishized them. I guess one of the best things for a lot of white men to pretty much get good views on YouTube is to pretty much make videos that he's so into black women and this and that. Watch, he gets so much views because many black women will see that as a compliment, but they don't realize that, okay, you don't need that. You don't need men or anybody trying to lift you up. If at the end of the day, you're with yourself. Your opinion and your validation of yourself is what matter. Your self-esteem of how the way you feel about yourself, that is what matter. You don't need anyone out there to try to lift you up. You should see how some of them in the comment, you like us, you really into us. But they don't realize that this guy, that's a damn insult. If you have to water down yourself or tone yourself down to accommodate someone, that's not somebody you should want to be with. Because you do not see other ethnicities of women. A lot of them don't feel that they need to tone themselves down or water themselves down to accommodate other races of men. Even black men don't even need to do the same thing to date white women. They could be thug as hell. And they don't need to tone themselves down to accommodate a white woman or a non-black woman. So I feel black women, you don't need. That video is insulting. Oh, how can you be less intimidating so a white man can approach you? What the kind of bullshit is this? I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't comment on his video for the fact is that, hey, he's entitled to his opinion. And that's it. I don't like to go on other people's thing like that and try to force my opinion on them. But I hope that you're watching this black woman. Have some dignity. Realize when you're being fetishized. If this non-black guy trying to say, hey, all he could do is talk about your physical features. He's just looking for a quick hookup. You're just looking for a Negro bed wench hookup. Because he probably has some damn plantation fetish. Make sure that you are spiritually connected with him, intellectually and physically connected with him, first of all. I mean, I guess there's some black women that are dating all these damn rolling refrigerator looking white guy. It may be maybe because of economic power and resources or something. And maybe that's what they're into. Not saying that it's a bad thing, but my goodness. At least go for a good looking one or someone that doesn't look like a damn rolling refrigerator. I mean, he doesn't have to be drop dead gorgeous, but just someone that doesn't look like that. But I guess, hey, economic power and resources, because they feel like white men have that. And before I conclude this video, I would like you guys to go check out that guy, Koinanik, and tell me what you think. Because I feel like he's just doing this shit for views and he just fetishizes it. Ask him where is his black queen at. Because why is he talking on all this shit about black women and you're not with a black queen? That doesn't make fucking sense to me. That does not make sense. And realize that, hey, if you're gonna date outside your race, just make sure that you're not being you're not being fetishized. That this person actually accept you and like you for who you are. And I've had like some white guys try to talk to me when they hear that, okay, I practice, like I'm into the occult and I practice magic. A lot of them run screaming for a convent. It's like they run screaming for the nearest church and be like, this girl is practicing some damn devil worship shit. I was like, get your damn pasty ass away from me. This is who I am. I practice some serious witchcraft. I practice some serious damn magic. And if you cannot accept me for that, get the hell away from me. Many of them run screaming because many white men that I've met, there hasn't been no spiritual connection because many do not, they're either hypocristians that they think that they could save my soul or trying to convert me to Christianity or hypochristianity, or they're like atheists or something and they're like, oh, what I do is a bunch of mumbo jumbo bullshit. So make sure that you have a spiritual connection. Whatever your beliefs are, make sure that you have a spiritual connection. If you're a spiritual person, make sure that you have a it's best you go for someone that will be open and accepting of your beliefs. Because I've had many that try to come to me and they're like, oh, you practice some serious shit here. And they just go run screaming like a damn girl to the convent. I'm telling you, it was hilarious. And many of them feel like, oh, you need to tone it down a bit. I was like, get your damn ass away from me before I run you up the damn street. But anyway, this is what I wanted to say in this video. I have nothing against interracial dating because people should be free, especially women, to date whoever they please in society without having to bend to whatever mold society fit them in. But this swirling movement is fucking embarrassing. That's all I have to say about it. You don't need a movement to prove your point and validation that you need to pretty much date outside your race. I hope that this video helped anyone out there. Have a good night. Bye.